I've been taking daily injections of, hi everybody! So today I thought I would do a slightly different video than what I typically do. I've been doing daily injections of progesterone in oil for an IVF treatment. And I know a lot of people have a little hard time figuring it all out. So I thought I would kind of do a quick little demo on how I did it for the last 12 weeks. So what you need is your progesterone in oil. And then I usually kept all my equipment in just this. It was actually my essential oil bag for when I traveled. And then it became my injection bag. And then my syringes are in three parts technically. So I've got the barrel, I've got the one for actually injecting into me, and then I also have the one for pulling up the progesterone. And then other super important things also needed are alcohol wipes and a Sharpie container, which is quite full. So today is my last day. I'm very excited for it to be my last day. So I typically like to just open everything first. This way it's all easy access, ready to go when needed. And after you've been doing them for a while, so you rotate from one hip to the other. And so after a while, they do kind of get a little tender. I am going to show you a blend at the end as to what I use to help, which worked immensely when I had it. Little hands often like to take it and run away with it, or I would just leave it somewhere because I would just grab it, roll it on and go, and I would leave it somewhere and I'd forget about it for a few days. But where you want to inject it is kind of like your little love handle right here. And so I do have a slight little bump, but even after 3 days of applying my blend twice a day, my bump is maybe a third of what it was before that. So once you see what side you want to inject on, I'll be doing it right here. Some people get henna tattoos of kind of where they want to do it until they're used to where to get it done. And you take your alcohol swab, and typically I do this before I showered every morning. So I'm sometimes just naked doing it, and you want to swab all the way in the area, and then you also want to swab just the top real quick. And then take the plunger and the needle. So this is a very big needle, but this does not go in you, so it's okay. So I need to do 2 milliliters. So actually what's nice is if you just put it in and start pulling out, it starts to retract in. So if you pull it down to where you need it, and then tip it upside down, push it through, inject the air in, and then pull it out, it then comes down a lot easier and it stays down. There's also another little bubble that comes in, so I just kind of push that back up, and then I'm at the very end of my bottle here. So I'm just on a bit of an angle, and it stays in. And then I always make sure I put it right back into my plastic thing. I did break a vial once. They do break extremely easy. So I put the cap back on. I unscrew this and I put it straight into my Sharpie bin. I then put on the new tip. And you want to get all the air bubbles out. I just kind of tap it until I see all the air bubbles pop up. And then just squeeze it until you have a few drops coming out, making sure all the air bubbles are up. The other thing too is, if you look, I don't know if you can really see or not, but there's a beveled side. So what you want to do is you want the beveled side up. So if you look too, like this is a pretty thin needle. It pinches a little bit when you go through the first dermis layer or epidermis layer, but after that, you don't really feel it. So I kind of usually pull my skin a little bit tight, and then just slowly put it in. And you want to kind of do it straight. I don't know if you can really see. My hand's a little in the way. And then slowly just start pushing in the barrel. it's a thick enough oil, so it's not like you can actually protrude it in very fast anyway, and inject it in very fast. But sometimes it's tricky too on the angle to get a good grip on the barrel to really inject it in. And now I did not grab. And then once it's all in, it's good to count to 5 just to make sure everything is out, and it kind of helps prevent anything from leaking out. And I typically have a little just piece of toilet paper just to kind of, sometimes there's a tiny drop of blood or a little progesterone that just comes out, and that's it. Except I typically did it just before going in the shower, so I would hop in the shower and then just massage it at that point, but just kind of rubbing it down a little bit. And then I usually wait a little bit, like typically just before I leave for work, so about an hour later, half an hour later even, I'll put on my blend. So I put this on twice a day, morning and night typically. And what it is I did my own Tamano oil, or Tamano Matrona oil. So it's just fractionated coconut oil, but I infused it with Arnica, St. John's Wort, and Calendula. They have a lot of really good analgesic properties, anti-inflammatory, things like that. So it just kind of helps boost the other, on top of the essential oils, this. So my original blend was eucalyptus, cypress, and kunzi oil. Kunzi oil is an Australian oil that I received a sample of when I was at a conference. It was an amazing oil. However, I had very few drops of it, and I'm almost out, and I want to kind of save it for other stuff. So now I did, in a 10 milliliter roll bottle, 2 drops of eucalyptus, 2 drops of cypress, and 1 drop of tea tree. And what I do with that, so I'll show you on the other side of my hip. So again, just sometimes you get little tiny bumps or bruises. And like this side here was a massive lump when I didn't have this. It kind of looked like just little permanent lumps. I just kind of roll it on all over and then massage it and just kind of help, massage it in to where the buildup comes. And then that's it. And there's like almost nothing there left now, which is great. So that is my daily injection. So that was my last one. I'm very excited. 12 weeks, 2 days today, with this little Sura baby. So I'm very excited. So I hope that helped anybody. And like I said, the blend is fantastic to help remove any discoloration that you can get, or bumps, or tenderness, or anything like that. Check out my website, Mama Next to Dad, all my other videos. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.